Hey guys, gonna wait a second here for the Facebook to go live. Had all kinds of issues this morning. Hopefully this video will catch you guys good. Okay, waiting. Come on. Ooh, come on, Facebook. There we go. Go live. We are live on Facebook. Okay, guys, let us know if everything's looking okay this morning. Stuff was starting to lock up when I popped on here, so hopefully this works well. Of course, we'll always have the MP3 version up. Today is just throwing me all off because I have a 2-hour delay. We'll get into that in a minute, but it's 11 o'clock now, much later than I would like to start. Of course, the weather is the big news. It's nasty. Nasty today. Icy. Bunch of schools delayed, closed. Let me run through that real quick for you guys. Let me know what you guys seen either in the comments here or tweet us at Naptown Buzz. You can send us pictures over there as well. Okay, black ice, of course. The black ice. Difficult to see. The roads are slippery. I can agree with that. It was happening last night. Why schools didn't waited to delay, I don't know. But anyway, we'll get to that. Of course, ISP, Indianapolis. Many of you are waking up to the wonderful surprise of ice-covered roads. Don't drive like a knucklehead. Right? Oh, some guy last night was tailgating me when this stuff was starting to freeze up. I don't think so, bud. So also, ISP says, I just heard a news reporter say a car flipped over because of the icy roads. No, car flipped over because somebody was driving too fast for the road conditions. The road doesn't cause the crash the way the person drives causes it. Just like the ground doesn't cause a fumble in football. Drive carefully, people. Of course, here's my situation. 10 minutes before the bus is supposed to be here. This is like 6:20 in the morning, something like that. I get the phone call. 2-hour delay. Like, really? You couldn't have done this last night? Oh, I mean, I would be up early anyway. I get up early now. Kids, though, they could use some extra sleep. Annoying. I guess reports some of the kids were actually already on the school buses when they canceled this. Well, delayed it. We didn't cancel. Anyway, so Washington Township, they decided to close. The city buses were actually down for a while, as the reports. The city buses. If they can't run, no one should be out on the road, right? Lawrence Township closed. These are all in Indianapolis, guys. Pike closed. So up north, Hamilton Southeastern closed. Warren, it's East Indy, closed. Zionsville closed. Of course, you get to where I am, Franklin Township. Now we're on a 2-hour delay. We don't even know what day it is, but we're on a 2-hour delay. Of course, IPS doing the same kind of crap. I mean, I blame the Department of Education for all this. You guys probably saw my rant on Twitter earlier about that. We won't go into that today. This isn't really the place for it, but they annoy me. Safety first. Who cares how many days you're in school? Anyway, away from that stuff, let's jump into it's National Peanut Butter Day. There are also a couple other days. We'll get to those here at the end. What kind of peanut butter do you guys like? Creamy or crunchy? Crunchy used to be my thing. I loved crunchy. As a kid, I loved crunchy. Now, as an adult, probably more creamy. I mean, that's what we buy. It's what everyone else around here loves. Of course, give me a Reese's cup. Oh, that's my kryptonite right there. Sports Roundup. Got your usual college stuff, some Pacers news, Colts news. Not really much in the way of Colts news. Of course, IndyCar yesterday, they rang the bell for the NASDAQ, I believe it was. Stock Exchange in New York City. Actually had the video going, I guess, on Times Square. The big screens they have up there. Be racing time before you know it, guys. College hoops, the 12 and 8 Hoosiers. They are in action tonight, playing Illinois at Illinois, but still, the Hoosiers should win this one. Now, if you scroll this down, you guys see this here. Illinois 0 and 8 in the Big Ten, 10 and 11 overall. Hoosiers, you have one job. Boilers 19 and 2. Of course, second in the Big Ten since Ohio State has one more win. The 25th, that is tomorrow, 7 p.m. ESPN, playing number 25 Michigan. It's going to be a good one. Of course, Butler Bulldogs as well. They are in action. This is on, let's see, 27th. That's Saturday, I believe. Speaking of the school closing, Blue 3 Trip, he got in on the delay. Like, what's up, guys? Even Butler had a 2-hour delay, guys. So, road conditions weren't good. If you saw earlier, I put up a little bitty clip of what the road looks like in front of my house. It's, as I say, just enough to cause problems. It's not like, oh my gosh, there's ice everywhere. No, there's thin sheet that's going to make you slide everywhere. It's awful. Notre Dame. Notre Dame is on Saturday as well. That's not till 8 p.m. on ESPN2. Then they got to go play at Duke a couple days later. Tough schedule there, guys. Of course, the Pacers, they're at home tonight. 7 p.m. tip-off. Fox Sports, 1070 The Fan. Playing the Phoenix Suns. You guys remember that commercial? I went to Phoenix. Anyway, they're playing the Phoenix Suns. Speaking of which, Victor Oladipo, whatever, Hoosiers. You guys know what his name is, right? This guy's going to the All-Star game. Craziness. After all the crap everybody gave when this trade came down over the summer. This guy is tearing it up. Pretty cool. Standing-wise, Boston's on a 4-game lose streak now. Pacers still sitting in the 6th spot, 8.5 games back. They will climb up, hopefully. But we get a good playoff spot and not worry about how we're usually tinkering down here at 8 and 9 and don't get a good draft pick. Go for it. Make the Pacers great again, right? Indy blog roundup. Bob Birchfeld over around Indy. He has a new post up. Tony Troxel and his crew, Geeking Indiana, have their Tuesday tidbits up from yesterday. Of course, the State blog. The shopping event in Fort Wayne. If you don't know what that is, it's the Vera Bradley sale they have every year where you got to get tickets to go to the sale. Craziness, right? Indie Hub, they have a story. Indie with Kids, 28 things to do in February. Indie Child, Doug Carr and his group over at Martech. And Town Post has a story about combating domestic violence. So go check all those things out. Of course, all of that is on our website under the community section. Do our roundups there every day. Food trucks, I would check with the food trucks first. The ones that are supposed to be out today are Der Pretzel Wagon. That's the north side, up near Castleton. KG Slider Station, up in Carmel, I believe. It says Indianapolis, but up near Carmel. Pocadillo, Carmel. And Serendipity, Carmel. So everybody's up north, right? Woodfield Crossing, I believe. Click on the link, it'll show you. So that's what we have for you today. Of course, there may be other trucks out, and with the weather, I would check with the trucks first, see what they're saying. Some may have canceled. I don't know. I've not checked them all. As of this morning, they were all on. Bob Birchfield, around Indy, mentioned Bob a minute ago. Of course, he has a weather notice. There are numerous closing and delays today due to the weather. Please verify the event. Correct. Verify everything. So in Richmond, the 5th annual Meltdown Winter Ice Festival is supposed to be going on. Of course, you got the home show at the fairgrounds, Devour Indy around town, Pacers, and the Hearthside Suppers up at Connor Prairie in Noblesville. That's what Bob has for us today. Thanks, Bob. Got this event added to the calendar yesterday over at Naptown Buzz. It's afternoon tea for Women's History Month. Thoroughly Modern Addie. You can go check that out. It's under our directory/events on Naptown Buzz. That's March 24th. Tickets are $35 to $40. That's downtown. All the info is on our website. Business news. Here's a kind of sad one. I like Toys R Us. I don't go in there a lot. I went, of course, around Christmas time. Wasn't very busy. They are not doing too hot, and their CEO just announced they're shutting down. I don't know if he puts the numbers in here, but I think around 180 stores. They haven't announced what those are, and some will be combining with the Babies R Us, which both of those stores are way too big. I would combine them. Remember back in the day in the mall, you had KB Toy Store? I love that place. Of course, when I was a kid, we used to have, what was it called? Children's Palace? Yeah. Man, that place, I love that place. And then Toys R Us came to town, ran them out of business in a few years. No real need for these mega toy stores when they don't carry much more than, say, even like Target or Walmart. You know, a big toy store ought to be carrying unique items, but they carry the same thing everybody else does. But that's the deal there. So watch for liquidation sales, merge sales. I've been picking up some stuff myself lately from the Toys R Us. Head on over to other days. It's also Library Shelfie Day. Have fun in the stacks. National Compliment today. You guys are great. Love y'all. It's National Compliment Day. And the final day, Beer Can Appreciation Day. I got something funny here for you. Picked this up. I couldn't resist. I was at a outlet store, the Goodwill outlet the other day. If you've been in that place, it's a trip. You can find all kinds of random junk, but get your Miller Lite Golf Outing Award 1991, the high gross CF employee golf outing. With your vintage Miller Lite can. This little dude on top. What's that guy? He's got his little hat. Golfing off his shoe. I think I might sell that. If somebody wants to buy it, let me know. Make me an offer. Make me an offer I can't refuse. Have fun. Tweet out your beer cans. I do not have a beer can collection. It might be the only beer can I have in the house. Anyhow, do a couple funny stories before we get on out of here today, because we're going a little longer than usual. An employee at a Spartanburg Taco Bell slung a hot burrito at his supervisor. Yes, he was upset. Said the woman said the employee was getting into several verbal disputes with other coworkers, and she told him to stop being a crybaby. So he chucked the burrito. Chucking the hot burrito at people. Fast food life's got to be fun. I never did the fast food thing. I had a lot of different jobs. Never did fast food, though. If you worked fast food, what was the best thing you saw? Funniest thing? Either with other employees or as customers getting irate. Hit us up, NaptownBuzz@gmail.com. The final one, this one's kind of nasty. This is in India. A poop meteor fell from a passenger jet. At least that's what they're thinking it was. It was all frozen. The unidentified object suspected to be a meteor fell into the field. They sent a team to collect samples. They alerted authorities. They confirmed it was sent off to a lab where researchers will determine what it is. That is just nasty. Frozen poop falling from the sky. I don't ever want to see that. Don't want that to land on me either. I could have killed somebody. Wouldn't that be great? Here's your... Oh, killed by frozen poop. Awesome. Well, that's all for today, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Stay safe out there driving. Send us pictures if you see anything worthwhile. We can get those posted on here. So later, guys.